everybody, it's Jamie from Plum Island Sea Cabin. We are at the beach. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. It is around 71 degrees out and the water temperature is around 59 degrees. And we're excited to be here because we are shelling. It is a gorgeous morning. We have a little bit of cloud covering, which I do enjoy. So beautiful out today. There are people down there at the water's edge fishing for stripers. Those are the striped bass that migrate this time of year. There are the rocks we shell in. And it's time to go shelling. Wow, there's a really nice shell down here, and I'm hoping that there's no hermit crab in it. It is really beautiful. It does have a little inhabitant. So we will be leaving this here, but this is a very nice, very, very nice home that you got here, little hermit. That's a good sized dog whelk. I love how pure white it is, how great the apex is and the aperture, but it does have a resident, so you will be staying here. Put you back down here. You will not be a collection ad, but enjoy your day on Plum Island. Some interesting slipper limpets that are living on this rock right down here. So when we went to Maine, we found a couple of common limpets, and we've even found some on the backside of Plum Island. But these are the slipper shells, and they feed on the algae on the rocks, just like the other limpets that we found. They have little radulas that are on their foot underneath, which is different than the radulas on the moon snail. They're like little teeth, and it scrapes all the algae off of the rocks. So I don't often find them stuck to the rocks over here, but since we did, I wanted to give you a little information on them. Little baby moon. Looks like it has a little hermit crab in it. You need a new shell, little crab. Got a hole in it. So that hole was created by another predatory marine snail that drilled a hole through this moon snail with its radula, injecting a little bit of acid that it has to liquefy the snail inside to then consume it. And once the moon snail was expired, this cute little hermit crab claimed the shell as its home. But it does have a hole in it, so probably looking for an upgrade soon. So we will leave you here. But thanks for visiting. As you take off, we don't want to scare you too much, but we will see you later. Down here looks like a bigger moon is buried. You can see the little section of it kind of peeking out over here. This looks like it's a larger one, just from the size of the side sticking out. We don't know if it's alive or if it is expired, but let's pull it out and take a look. And it is alive. So that is a good look at the foot underneath as the operculum comes around and closes it tightly inside to keep it safe. But that is a bigger moon, but it is alive, so we're going to leave it right here. Put you back where we found you, and sorry to disturb you. Nice big surf clam down here, Atlantic surf clam. You can kind of see how it's breathing and filtering out that sand. See if I can grab it. So it is alive. You can see it's pushing out all that water so that it can close up. We'll bring this down to the water's edge so that when the tide completely goes out, it won't be exposed. A lot of seagulls who would like to make this their meal. You can hear those seagulls getting excited to feed that the tide is going out. So what they do is they grab these huge surf clams and they fly really high up in the sky, and then they drop them. And the clam falls from the sky, hits the rock, and cracks open. And then the seagull feasts. So that's typically how it works. I'll see if I can catch that on camera for you this morning. I don't know if I'll be able to. But they grab these clams, and they're pretty heavy too. I mean, it feels like it's about 3/4 of a pound. Almost to the water's edge to drop this one back into the ocean. It's a pretty deep drop off right here. So we will leave it there, and he'll be happy as a clam. Pun totally intended. So this is a good example. This seagull just dropped this giant moon onto the rocks to crack it open, and now it's devouring it. Let's see if it flies up again. Yep, there it goes. Dropped it right onto the rocks, cracked it open. Now it's breakfast. Ooh, I like this a lot. And I'm going to try to get it out so we can keep it for our collection. If I can get it to wiggle out of there, but it's a really nice orange moon shell, and it will stay this color because it is already completely dry if we can get it out. And we got it, so let's go rinse it out. That is a really nice moon. I'm definitely adding this to our collection. We know it's going to stay this beautiful bright orange color because when we found it, it was dry. It does have a drill mark in it. That could be how it met its demise. We don't know. But that is a beautiful, beautiful orange moon. Nice amber. Really beautiful. So we are kind of in the thick of it when it comes to the rocks. And I am going to take us out of the rocks and try to hit some of the sandy portions of the beach to see if any shells are being exposed on the low tide line. I think our best bet is a straight line. Just go right up through there. Shortest distance between any 2 points is a straight line. So let's go for that and then see what we can find in the sand. So this is a good example where a moon snail or another predatory marine snail tried to drill through a hardshell clam and failed. But you can see how thick that is and how thick the clamshell is. But it was not a success. And that takes days sometimes for them to drill through something as thick as this. So it's a lot of work to not succeed. But the clam was pretty happy, but it met its demise anyway. So no longer with us, but it was a really cool example, and I wanted to share that with you. Another one of our little horseshoe crab friends. Looks like something must have gotten his little tail, broke his little tail off. So his little tail is a little shorter than it should be. Must have gotten into a little altercation, but this is a male horseshoe crab, and the males are typically smaller than the females, but they're excellent swimmers. And this is the time of year we find them kind of surfing around Plum Island. This is something unusual I don't always see, so I'll try to give you a good look, but there is a New England basket wealk down there with a little tiny hermit crab in it. So let's see if I can give you a good look at this. But again, this is a New England basket wealk, and it has a very tiny hermit crab in it. And I don't typically see them in these shells. Normally see them in the moon shells or periwinkle shells. But this is a little baby one. And this New England basket wealk, it has claimed as its home. We'll put it back in the water, but not something I see all the time. So I wanted to share that with you. We are almost out of the rocks. Keep moving forward towards that sand and see what kind of sand finds we can score. We are back on the sand. See if we can score some sand dollars. Head down to the water. So those rocks way down there, those are the Emerson rocks, and that's where we do a good amount of shelling. We find our sand dollars there, but that area is still restricted until the beach is open. But I am looking forward to hitting that section again with you once it is open and we are allowed to access it. But let's head down to the water, see if we can score some straggling sand dollars that may have washed over from that area. That is a sand dollar hotspot if I've ever seen one before. Like we've noticed throughout these videos that we've been doing, is that certain areas are hot spots for certain shells and certain things that wash up. There's a broken piece of sand dollar. So you can see we are in the right section. There's another broken piece over here. So when this happens, once I start seeing a bunch of broken pieces, looks like it's actually the other half of the one that we just threw back. I mean, we know we're in the area of the sand dollars. Just gotta keep looking. Up, 3/4 of a sand dollar. We're getting closer. Whew. Almost got wasted by that wave. Up. Did we score? We scored. Wait till that wave washes by us so we don't get too wet today. That is a nice sand dollar. So like I said, a few things to look for if you start seeing broken pieces of sand dollars around you. You know, it is not long before you find them. So here's another one down here. Second sand dollar of the day. Hi. How are you? There's a good one there. Are you looking for sand dollars?
Yeah.
One right there. Wow, look at all you have.
Yeah. They paint them and stuff. Oh, thank you. You want it?
Oh no, you can keep it. You can add it to. Want to add these?
Oh, sure. If you don't want them, yeah.
No. What do you do with them?
We paint them. She seals them, paints them. They put magnets on them, and
That's so cool.
gift them and stuff like that. So
That's bananas.
just digging through the rocks.
How many do you think you have?
Probably about, I don't know, 50 or so. No.
Yeah, I would say maybe like 100.
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome? How many do you have?
I don't know. Not
That's a good amount too.
Gorilla glue.
Okay.
Non-foaming Gorilla Glue seals them. They'll do a magnet on the back.
Okay.
Folks can put them on their fridge and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and they put their little, they initial the back or something like that. So they're really cool gift. Once you clean them off.
That one is stunning.
Oh, like here's one. So once you clean them off. This one.
Oh, wow.
Clean them off, then when the glue, it looks wet.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Can I take a picture of it?
You can have that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Save you trouble.
Oh.
So this is Michelle, and she is sand dollaring as well, and she has a beauty here. Look at that. So you had a bunch of them too, right? I know, it's like all of the shellers I know, we have our pockets like stuffed. Yeah. So this is exciting. So yeah.
I'm so excited. I can't remember when the last time I found a sand dollar this beautiful, honestly.
Yeah.
It's all the ones at Winger Chief were alive, and you don't want to take those. Yeah. This one is amazing. I just love the color variation.
I love the markings on them.
Yeah.
I know, I'm so excited for the beaches to open up again.
I know. I'm going to have to be on the lookout.
Yeah. It's on Facebook, it's on their website, social media, all that. So yeah, August, it's coming, everyone. And my dad is here visiting, and he loves the sand dollars we find here. So this one I'm bringing home for my dad. And maybe this one, because there's another one here. My God, there's so many. Holy cow, there's so many sand dollars today. Maybe I'll bring one home for my mom too. Sand dollar season is here, everyone. Another one. Bring one home for Patty. There's another one down here. So thank you so much for shelling with me today. We found a lot of great scores. We always do on Plum Island. And I will see you next time we hit the beach. Bye.